Hi, everyone. You can do it. Welcome to the mid-year review, guys. Can you see me over here? Is this, that's all they see? Okay, so I must stay here then. Really? Oh, so I'm literally talking like this?
You don't have to.
Oh,
you can do
okay.
whatever you're doing, but if you want to engage. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. So 1 minute, and why don't we start the slide deck? So we're ready over here. Let's get started. All right, first slide. Okay. Welcome. You're already ahead of the pack. Did you guys know this? 11,000 agents out of 14,700 haven't done a deal this year. Put up your hand if you've done a deal this year. Pat yourself on the back. If you haven't, but you're working on it, pat yourself on the back. And you're here. The ones that belong to the 11,000, they're not here. They're not really wanting to get it. They're back to their full-time jobs. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that too. Hi, Carla. Let's give you a worksheet here. Yeah. So you do have to acknowledge yourselves that, you know what, this has been a tough market. It has been tough. It has been tough actually since 2022. So if you're still here, you've made it, right? And it's going to get a little bit, I think, tougher from here, but it's going to get easier for the people who are willing to work. So put up your hand if you're willing to work. Okay, every hand is up. Okay, good. What about the mortgage brokers? Oh, okay. All right. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yes, sorry.
My job.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah. So, give a welcome to Quinn Nguyen.
Hi, everyone.
She's our marketing director, event coordinator, and our tech person today, all in one. And she got me some goodies from the store. So you're everything today. Thank you. Yeah. And my beautiful wife is in here. And, you know, we thank her too, because all of what you see here is coordinated by these two. So give a round of applause for these guys. Yeah. Actually, one person who I haven't seen, who I thought I saw a ghost today, was Mr. Axel Ziba. Look at that tan. All right. So guys, today is all about awareness, clarity, and alignment. When we have you fill in your numbers in a little bit here, don't make anything out of it. Nothing means anything until you make it mean something. This is all we're looking for today. Awareness on where you're at, clarity on where you want to go, and align yourself with your goals that you've set for yourself. Does that make sense, guys? That's all it's about. Don't beat yourself up. In fact, I want you to acknowledge yourself, okay? And if you're not on track for your goals, that's okay. If you're on track for your goals, that's okay. We just have to make a decision on what are we going to do differently in order to get to our goals. Guys, the market does not determine our production. The market does determine what we need to do differently in order to get to our production. Does that make sense? Okay, so again, it's about awareness today, clarity on where you want to go, and alignment with your goals. Next slide, please. All right, so truth bomb, whatever your numbers are, they don't define you. Again, don't make it mean anything. If you're ahead, don't get too high. If you're below your goal, don't get too low. Don't worry about it. Again, it doesn't mean anything, right? We are here to see, okay, what we need to do differently. That's all we're looking at. Next slide, please. Again, you must know where you're at in order to know where you want to go. This is the awareness part, right? Next slide, please. Ooh, this review can change the rest of your year if you let it. So who's willing to crush? Who's willing to do the work to crush 2025 the rest of the year? It starts right here. You have to decide now. Hi, Mimi. You have to decide now whether or not, you know what, I'm going to do the work in order to catch up to my goals, or I'm just going to adjust my goals down, right? Are we going to do that, yes or no? No, right? No. Who's ahead of your goals right now? Oh, you guys don't even know. Okay. That's why we're here, I guess. Okay, next slide, please. All right. So we're getting to the meat of the presentation right here. So fill in for me, guys. Fill in for me. And keep it interactive. This is not YouTube. If you have any questions, just speak up. It's a small group. It's intimate. It's great. Sobi, have a seat, man. What are you doing? There's no seats? Right here. Sobi. Your yearly transaction goal for the year. Put that in. Total pending as of right now, meaning subjects removed to close. Subject to sale, no. Well, it's subject to removed when it's subject to sale, but you can count that as well because it's pending. It's pending. Yeah, any accepted offer is pending to close. If it falls apart, then it's not a pending anymore. You got a subject to sale right now? Okay, that's a pending. Yeah. Your yearly listing goal. What's your listing goal this year? So guys, I would say that in today's market, you have to take one listing per 0.75 paychecks. In a balanced market, which is not favoring the buyers or the sellers, it's one listing equals one paycheck. In a seller's market, it's one listing equals 1.5 paychecks. So what's your goal this year, Nancy, for transactions? 40? Okay. You must take more than 40 listings. How many listings have you taken so far? You don't remember? Okay, you got to count these listings, guys. Active listings 8. Okay, good. So if you want the 40 deals and you want like a no-brainer way to get there is take more than 40 listings. Especially right now, you probably have to take 50 listings in order to get to 40 deals. Because guys, most listings, half of the listings probably won't sell. How many of you have had expired listings and terminated listings of your own inventory this year? But what happens is, guys, when you have those listings, they attract buyers and you're going to do buyer sales to supplement those listings sold. So 40 deals, it might be a 50-50 split. Am I correct on that? 20 deals listings sold and 20 deals buyer sales, right? Okay. And I'll just give you some, this is just numbers. Don't make anything mean anything. Again, during 2012, when the market's just like this, you just got into real estate back then. It wasn't easy, was it? Right? I carried, what happened? Okay. I carried 30 listings at one time. Guess how many sold each and every month in 2012? 2. 2, guys. How many of those 8 listings are selling right now per month? That's what I'm saying. Because right now, guys, we have about a 9-month supply of homes in Greater Vancouver. And if you don't price it ahead of the market, that's how many listings you need based on the ratios that the speed where the market is moving at. If you have a 10-month supply of homes on the market right now, right, and your own inventory are going to absorb at the same rate. What do I mean by that? Right now, Axel, how many listings do we have in inventory for the Align Group? Jesus Christ. 72 residential, 50 land assembly. That's 122 listings. And Axel, how many listings did we sell last month? Last month. 9. That's about less than 10%, right? It's about a little bit more than 10%. Who's calling you? From Toronto. Hey. Quinn is not available. All right, so count your inventory as of right now, guys, and just look at this. If you need 10 deals this year, just take 10 to 15 listings this year. It's as simple as that. It's a no-brainer way to get to your goals. It's only a numbers game. Okay? Does that make sense so far, guys? So you now know what to do to get to your goals. All right, total listing appointments so far, January 1st to June 30th. Total listing appointments. Who knows this number? Oh, you got, okay, how many? One. Okay, good. And how many listings, total listings taken in the first half? How many total listings sold in the first half? How many total buyer sales? And how many closed deals? Ooh, this next one is total paid income. Total paid income, how much? Again, don't make it mean anything. I used to look at that number, I'm like, oh, I'm not on track. Start beating myself up. Start pulling my hair out, right? And then you go just beast mode. Forget about it. Just know where you're at. And then increase your activities if you're behind. Stay where you're at if you're on track, right? How many hours prospected in the first half? Total number of hours. I would say most agents probably don't know this, Axel, but that's okay. But so Jesse here, Jesse is an accountability machine over here. He's been texting me for the last year and a bit. Every single day, how many client contacts, how many appointments set, was he physically active? I'm like, I don't need to know that, but that's accountability. Did you guys know that if you just check in with somebody on a daily basis, you increase the likelihood of achieving your goals by 95%? Did you know this? Yes. And Sanaz is the next accountability beast. Every single day, 20 contacts, 20 contacts, 20 contacts. She works out for 2 hours a day, still makes 20 contacts. She just took her first listing first month in the business. Congratulations. And it was a for sale by owner listing. Okay? Because nobody's willing to call those people. How many people actually called that seller?
I'm not sure, probably maybe, as you mentioned, nothing, or maybe 2 or 3%.
Maybe 2 or 3,
yeah.
Right? How many times did you have to call him until you got the listing?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's it? Yeah. Come on, guys. Follow up every day. So that's two. So picky.
Yeah. I follow him up every day and ask him, okay, what was your, for example, open house?
Yeah. How was your open house? Yeah.
Yeah. And he told me, thank you for your emails, and thank you for your follow-up. I will let you know if I need your help.
Wow.
Finally, I got the list.
Yes. Yeah. Every single day, guys. That's relentlessness. Okay. So, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. So they posted on, where did you find them? FSBO site. Yeah. For salebyowner.ca. Okay. You can find them on there and you messaged them at first and then you got their number and you called him, right? And it's a $1.7 million listing, guys. Wow. Okay. How many contacts did you make per day for a total number of contacts? I think only one person would know this right now. Jesse. Oh, Michael, how many total contacts made in the first half? You're still adding? Okay. Okay. Michael, just acknowledge Michael right now. He's coachable. Last year, he did, I think, 15 transactions and he made $190,000. He's like, pretty good, pretty good. And he made 17 contacts per day. And he was struggling in the beginning of the year. Guess why? Because his goal was always 30 contacts a day. And Michael, you haven't missed a day of 30 contacts this year. So congratulations. And what happens this year is it's deal after deal after deal after deal. He's no longer crying about his lack of production. He was crying in the beginning of the year, John, what should I do? I was like, go talk to people. He's like, okay. And next thing you know, accepted offer, something removed, right? Michael, you stopped crying. Thank you. He's a good sport. He's a good sport. All right. Contacts per listing taken. This is very important, guys, because we need to know exactly how many people we need to talk to get to one listing. In 2016, I said, you know what? I want to do 100 deals. And I found out in 2015, it took me 100 people that I talked to get to one listing taken. I said, if I want to see one listing equals one paycheck, if I wanted to do 100 deals, get paid 100 times, I must take 100 listings. So guess what I did? I said, okay, 100 times 100, what is that, Axel? There's 10,000 people. And which I did. I talked to 10,878 people that year because I talked to 50 people per day for 200 work days out of that year. And guess what? I did not take 100 listings that year. I took 93 listings that year. And guess how many deals I did? Remember, in a good market, 1.5. 149 transactions and making $1 million that year. Lost all my hair. That's okay. But I did 100 deals solo. Okay. So this is very important. If you know this number right here, you can do anything you want in the business. It makes it less emotional and dramatic, isn't it? Did you guys all get a little bit dramatic and emotional when you lose a deal? Yes or yes? Jerry, he's cried many times in his bathroom. Yes. But if you find with David, in the crawl space. Sorry, inside jokes. Contacts per listing sold. If you know these two numbers, then you know, okay, well, it's no brainer for me. This is how many I need per year, and this is how many days I'm working, and this is how many contacts I need to make on a daily basis in order to get to my goal of listings taken and listings sold, right? Contacts per closed deals, right? These are all ratios that you need to know. Listing appointment to listing taken ratio. What's your ratio now, Denise? Must be like 99. 95, because your database is huge now, right? When you first started, when you were cold calling for sale by owners, expired listings, door knocking, just getting after it, but mostly cold, what were the ratios back then? Still 50%, right? And now the good news is now it's 95%, but you don't get to know, you don't get to get better if you don't count your ratios. But before, you were just working really hard. Now it's all database, 95%. So congratulations, Denise, 95%. 95%. Out of 10 people, she'll list 9.5 people. What does that half person look like? Like that's so mean. Oh, it's gone again. Okay. The next one is total expired or canceled. You know how many expired or canceled that you had in the first half, right? If you budget it into your business, you don't have to be emotional about it. It's just part of the business. In 2012, I always told my sellers, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, congratulations, we have an accepted offer. And did you know that this is only the first step? It's not sold. 27% of the time, an accepted offer will fall apart in today's market. You set the right expectation. But what do we all do? Oh, congratulations. Yeah, it's all going to go well. Next thing you know, falls out during inspection or financing. But if you budget it, so that year I said, okay, if in order to sell 100 listings, right? Sorry, in order to sell 50 listings that year, taking 100 listings, I know that probably I will need to sell 70 of them. And then 20 of them will fall apart. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. But when we budget it into our business, we don't have to feel emotional when the deal falls apart. Is that fair enough? Do you guys get this so far? Okay. Nancy, do you actually get it, or are you just nodding like, yeah, John, thank you. All right, total price reductions. Who's haven't had a price reduction conversation in the last little while? Only 5? If you're not reducing the prices of your listings, what are you doing right now? This is the market. And my coach used to tell me the number of price reductions will equal to the number of deals you do. During 2012, that's exactly what happened. I took 53 price reductions and I did 45 deals. 53 price reductions. Can you imagine the grind that you have to go through? Right? Who does the hardest things on a Monday morning? Me? Yes. Yeah. Do your price reduction conversations Monday morning, guys. Because if you leave it by Friday afternoon, you're like, oh shit. It's like eat the frog, right? Is the frog looking tastier at 9 a.m. or 5 p.m. when it's all tired and grungy and gross? Neither one, but you got to eat it. If you had to eat it, would you eat it right in the morning or at 5 o'clock when you looked at it all day? Get it over with. Monday morning, price reductions. Who resists having price reduction conversations? Tell me why. The frog eats you. I have no answer for that. I just want to say thank you, Mo. Guys, we have 5 role plays every single week. You need to come and we need to work on those price reduction conversations. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, in the last 3 weeks, we only have 5 showings. And based on what we know, we need to adjust the price by 5%. Now, we have a few options. Number one is we adjust the price based on what we know, what the market is telling us. It's not good, bad, right, or wrong. Or number 2, we can take it off the market if you change your mind. Or number 3, we can keep going at where it's at and wish, hope, and pray that the buyer walks along and makes us an offer. Based on what you want, your goals, and your time frame, what do you think is easiest for you? Give them options. Don't paint them into a corner. Always give them options at the end. Does that make it easier for you? Because if you say, you must adjust the price, that's the only way, then they'll say, you know what? The frog will eat you. Make sense? All right, good. Deals falling apart and total days worked. Who has been working for 1 month straight and more with no day off? Why? This is part of the mid-year review, guys. Why do you do that? Yeah, we all need money, don't we? But how can you get more money when you have no energy? Do you have energy? Yeah. Yeah. Share a little bit about that. If you work like a month straight, what? And it'll affect your cold calling, it'll affect your warm calling, it'll affect your appointments. So I would suggest, guys, please take 1 day off per week. This is for Axel as well. He's always on his phone. Okay. 1 day off per week. You guys taking days off? Okay, good. How's your baby, by the way? Oh my goodness. You look great for just having just had, how old is he? 8 months. Wow. My goodness. Everybody learn from Nancy. Okay. All right. Next up we have, so go ahead. In my first 2 years? In my first 2 years, I was not even working. I'll tell you why. 2006 and 2007, the market was good. I did 17 transactions just picking my nose. And then I worked 7 days a week, 12, 14-hour days, starting 2008 when the market crashed. And then I decided I would never feel broke again. But that only lasted so long, right? And you start to burn out. I had so many burnouts from 2006 to 2016. And I said, enough is enough, right? Trust me, as you're building your business, still take just 1 day off. You'll become way more effective, way more creative, way more energetic, because again, your energy is your vibe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. When your energy is low, you're going to attract low money. When your energy is high, you're going to attract a lot of money. So which would you rather have? See, I'm giving him options, Mo. Right? I'm not painting you into a corner. Yes, sir? Oof. Yeah, he's first year in the business, but it'll come sooner than later, right? How many years in the business now, Jesse? 19 on the mortgage side. Mortgages are harder than real estate, I believe, because you have to report to the client, report to their agent, and report to the lender, report to the bank. Oh my God. Yeah. And lawyers too? Oh, gee, just quit. Sorry. All right, next up. What specific actions, guys? Write these down. What specific actions or achievements am I most proud of for the first half of the year? What are your wins? You got to acknowledge yourself. Give yourself positive energy. We're going to interview Andrea in a bit here. What, did you not know you're on panel? Okay. How many years in the business, Andrea? 7. She's never taken this many listings in a half a year. How many listings taken this so far? 10. And what was the previous highest in any year? 0. We're going to find out how you did that, okay? How are we going to get there? But write that down, please. Acknowledge yourselves. What did you do well in the first half? What did you do well? Put up your hand and share if you're proud of something. I want to hear from you. Yes, Dexter. Oh. Mission. You guys should. She's got a listening mission right now. All right. Great job, Dexter. My goodness. And I'm not here to try to break you up from your team leader or to have you leave your brokerage. EXP, please. Right? But congratulations. Right? That's all it takes is something. You come to an event, this is what you want to get. Is one thing to learn from here so you can take home to do more. That's what events are designed to do, right? So really pay attention. Be on the edge of your seat. Participate. Write something down. Okay, what's your win in the first half? Taking what? Sorry. Taking in all the info. Taking in all the info. Good. Remembering all the passwords to the site. That's a huge one.
There's several sites. There's like just one.
I know. It's hard. I know. All right. Who else has a win? You share with it. Go ahead. Consistency.
Yeah. And I'm not shy about the rejection.
Ooh.
Yeah. Probably this way.
That's huge. How do you develop that? Because you're brand new in the business. You're not afraid of rejection. Calling for sale by owners is the scariest thing in real estate, by the way, guys. How do you get over that? Like, how did you were you always like this growing up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're born with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so for everybody else, just be born again.
Yeah, right.
Sanas, thank you. You have to work on that.
Reading so many books and working, hearing from so many podcasts, and working with yourself. Doing exercise help you to mind a healthy mind as well. Make a healthy mind as well.
Every morning she checks in our chat, and then she says, "I've already walked half an hour by 5:30," and then you go work out for how long?
At least 1 hour each day.
1 hour each day working out, and you teach as well, fitness. Okay, so that's like 2-3 hours of fitness, and you still make 20 contacts a day. Yeah.
I'm working around maybe 15-16 hours each day.
You take it.
You can work harder.
You can work harder by doing exercise. Okay. Energy brings energy, and when you feel energetic, you can deal with the rejection that you take every single day. Amazing win. Who else has a win before we move on to the next question here? Kuya. I know you win all the time. This guy, Facebook, every single day. Sold. How many deals did you actually do in the first half?
So far, I closed
4 times. You know, you always have to see that. You know what? Was it one of the sharks? He said, you always have to be scared not of the suit, but be scared of the person sitting in the back with the t-shirt. Right there is the most dangerous man in the room. Okay, good job, guys. What? Next one is, where did I fall short? Where did I fall short or could have handled more effectively in the first 6 months? This is where you start to tweak what you do. Okay, well, I could have done this better. Don't beat yourself up. Could have, would have, should have. Don't shoot yourself to death, right? Go ahead and put down what you can do better about that. Jesse, what would that be for you?
Well, I feel that I'm slightly behind on
Contacts.
that's had a direct correlation on
Direct. The number of contacts missed, percentage-wise, is the number of deals missed in the first half. And that's totally okay. You already did 15 deals, so congratulations on that. And higher price points too, what's your average price point?
I have to look it up. It is
Yeah. Would you say around a million mark? Over that, yeah. Yeah. Higher price points. All right, so what did you not do well that you need to? This is where this is an opportunity for coaching, okay? What did you not do well? Put up your hand. If you need some coaching right now, let me help you. Go ahead.
Time management and organizational skills.
Time management and organizational skills. Okay, great. Write this down. Must do. Next is should do. And then number 3 is do when I have time. So every single day, what do you think a real estate salesperson's must do is? Number 1, prospecting. Correct. And just like Sana's, if nothing else, she's going to exercise and she's going to do her 20 contacts. I don't care about anything else. You set appointments by default. It's a byproduct of you talking to 20 people. Okay, you do have to have the intention of setting appointments, but your must do is prospecting. Number 2 is should do. Should do is like working on your website, working on your database, right? Remembering your passwords. I should do that, but it doesn't but it doesn't take place of what I must do every single day. And then the next is do when I have time. If you do when I have time, you go to the 4 Ds. 4 Ds, number 1 is, you know what, I've been thinking about this whole thing. And you know what, I'm thinking about it long enough. I'm just going to do it. Do it now, get it out of the way. Number 2D is defer it. If I'm not going to do it now, let me put it on the calendar for next week. Number 3 is, you know what, I'm no good at this, but it's on my thing to, it's on my items list to do. I'm going to delegate it or ask somebody else to help me with it to do it. It's who, not how, a lot of times, guys. Who, not how. Everything that you want to do in life, actually, you got to find the who. Don't ask yourself how, because how gets you into anxiety. It gets you into fear, gets you into self-doubt. But ask who can help me with this. Last but not least, dump it, shit it out. Did you watch the reel? Oh, the farting one? Just dump it. Because if it's not important enough for you to do the first 3, just dump it. Where do you need to dump it? That's not working in your schedule. What do you need to dump? No, I'm serious. What are you doing right now that's not working that you should get rid of? Perfect. Okay, good, good. This might be a blind spot for all of us because a lot of distractions we don't even know. You might have to have your buddy audit your schedule. Let me actually, we're going to get on a call. We're going to audit your schedule. Because guys, success is not about doing 1,000 things. Success is actually saying no to 1,000 things and saying yes to one thing. Elon Musk says, innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. So you can hyper focus on what you need to do, one thing every single day. I know Sana's when she wakes up, it's like 20 contacts. That's all she's thinking about. This one thing. So what do you need to get rid of right now? Sadie's got Denise energy. Okay. Okay. The next is, okay, what key skills do I need to strengthen for the second half of the year to elevate my performance? What scripts you need to work on? Is it time management, organizational skills, right? What do I need to work on for the second half in order to achieve my goals? Which relates to the last one. Which daily or weekly disciplines do I need to build to reinforce and stay consistent to achieve my goals? Because that's all there is to it, consistency. I would say the equation, I was thinking about it as I was waking up this morning, right? It's action times time times consistency times patience equals results. Action, time, consistency, patience equals results. That's the equation today, guys. If you're lacking one of the four here, you're not going to achieve your goals. You have to give it time. You have to take massive action. You have to have patience on the actions that you take, right? Sorry, be patient about the results that you are going towards, but be impatient about the actions that you're taking every single day. Action, time, patience, consistency equals results. It's a mathematical equation. All right, any questions about all this? If not, who wants to learn about social media and AI? Put up your hand. Hey, we're gonna get John off the stage so he doesn't tell us to work. Axel Ziba!
John, we can't hear.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. This is what
James.
we want to hear. Do I look good?
Say that.
And that is prospecting. When it comes to prospecting, if you're especially a new agent in the business, now of course, John always talks about if you have a database, that's the first thing you want to approach and start connecting with them. That's the first thing we do. But if you're a new agent, you don't have much of a database. Of course, you have families, friends, and everything else. You need to let them know that you are an agent. But bypass that, there's always a technology and advertisement. That's what you want to do. There's two types of leads: organic leads and advertisement leads. We're going to concentrate on advertisement side, the one that you're going to be actually thinning your wallet on. You're going to be spending money. And when it comes to spending money on stuff, you're going to pay attention to. So let's go through it. There are different platforms that we can advertise. Who can tell me what? Just name it.
Facebook.
Yeah, sure. So we have the social media. What are they? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, yes? TikTok. So that's social media. YouTube is a little bit different. Then we have the search engines. What are they? The mother of all search. Google. Well, you know, that's yeah, that's coming up, but you can advertise in there. And then we have B2B, kind of a social media as well. LinkedIn, yes. So those are the platforms that you want to spend some money on, but you want to make it smart. You want to make it in a way that it actually gives you a result. How? And that's where we want to talk about. We're going to make it as brief as possible because we want to get to the panels as soon as possible. So we have different types of ads. And I want you to know that when it comes to social media, it's an interruptive ads. Let's go back into history. So we had Facebook coming into power in 2006. You know, many of you had to be invited to get into that platform at the time. And it came because of the curiosity. So I wanted to know what my friends are doing at the time. Dying to know. I wanted to know what he had for a dinner. And I wanted to know where he partied last week. And that was the curiosity based on the university students. They started inviting each other, the party, the frat houses, the fun that they had. And then it became public, the attraction. That's what it was based on. In 2012, Instagram, they took a bit of advancement on it. They said, okay, wait a minute. Facebook is sharing good stuff. They have photo in there. And then we have a kind of an article that follows into it with a lot of explanation, what I was, what I do. And then Instagram followed up on that, kind of beat it to it in a way that it had more pictures to post rather than only one that was allowed at the time. And it didn't have to have any articles in it, just hashtags, so you can find your audience. And then later on, in 2013, by end of 2013, they introduced video. Video. I'm going to say it again, video. That never died away. That is something, so video is something that it's a gateway for you to connect with the world. And we didn't have this back in 90s. In 90s, the agents, sorry, my voice is actually going away. I had a surgery on my throat, so apology if I can't yell. But back in 90s, the agent had to actually go out there and meet people, shake hands, get their business. Basic of real estate. Now you have that opportunity, and that is video. Putting the video out there. Let's track back a little bit. So we have social media we just talked about. And social media is about people scrolling, being curious, being nosy about what their friends are doing and the ones that they are following. And that's funny because TikTok came to power in 2018 and got traction during pandemic, thanks to the teenagers and their dance. And then we got involved into it. It became a For You page. So I want you to pay attention for that For You. Well, For You is an audience targeting. And that is what you want to do. I've been talking about niching down for how long? Since you know me. Yeah? Yeah. So many of us are scared of this. Many of us are scared of niching down, knowing who our audience are. And we just put a message out there hoping that somebody listens to us. And that is being anywhere and everywhere, but being nowhere to be found. That's the problem with us. We want to be in everywhere in Vancouver, in Fraser Valley, everywhere. And if you have millions of dollars to spend, be my guest, go for it. Billboards, newspapers, social media spending close to $2.50 on a click, go for it. But if you have a limited budget, that will be niching down. Eliminating your competition, that's number one. So if you choose a particular area, and for the area we're talking sub-area. I'm gonna give an example. All of you know Kitsilano. Leo, you know Kitsilano. That's where I was. I killed it. I became, I hate saying king, but the Kitsilano guy. I dressed like them. I went to church. I'm not even religious. And I went to, yeah, I went tights and yoga pants. I became Kitsilano. I spoke like them. I became hippie, to be honest with you, in many cases. And I shook people's hands. Because why? Because I wanted them to see me. And to build what? Authority. That's what it is. People see me once, yeah, okay, another guy. See me twice, oh, here's this guy again. Third time, oh, authority. Fourth time is an expert right there, stamped on it. So let's just step back a little bit, go into the history. You're scrolling based on your For You page. You know, and the audience are coming to you as you liked it. You like cars? Cars are coming to you. You like sports? Sports are coming to you. And all of a sudden, there is a picture of you as an agent coming in there, or a picture of a house being interruptive in the middle of being nosy, and say, what? And they go like this. I don't want to see that. They scroll. Second time, they look at it and say, oh, okay. What is it about this house that it's coming to me? Third time, well, maybe I should look at it. They click on it, they register, they come to your website, and they put your what? First name, last name, email address, phone number, regular IDX connection, and you try to follow up with them. Nothing wrong with that. But the problem with that advertisement, and again, nothing wrong with it, it works, it brings the lead in, is that when you try to connect to them, you're not in the equation. You try to force yourself into a relationship with them. They saw the house. They didn't want to see you. When you're calling them, they don't want to talk to you. So what gives? What's the solution? Video. Remember the video that came in back in 2013? You being the equation. That's what you get connected with them. So if they click on your face and your video, hear you, connect with you, and then register, when you call in them, they already know you. Boom. Easier connection. That's what it is. And just imagine the promise that you make into them, if the promise is fulfilled by you even having a video explaining that whatever you promised, then that's a double whammy. They see you twice already. They put your face in their front and they connect with you, hearing your voice. So when you call in them, then there won't be any, oh no, I don't want to talk to, who are you calling? They saw you, they know your voice. They're very familiar with you. And that's where the connection comes in. You are in the equation now. Easier connection. So this is the difference between the IDX basic advertisement and you coming in and making an outside of a box thinking and making an advertisement for yourself. Now, there are different platforms. We talked about it. So we have social media advertisements, again, interruptive. If they get attracted to you or if they get curious about what you're talking about, yes, that's perfect. Nothing wrong with it. On the search engine side, and we have YouTube and Google, just imagine if people are searching for things and you come up, you build a better authority. So you connect better. So if I'm searching for what are the prices for homes in Kitsilano, single family detached in Kitsilano? Should I move to Kitsilano, BC from, let's say, Ontario? That's where David comes from. Should I move from Toronto to Vancouver? What is the pros and cons of living in Vancouver? And if I search these keywords as a curious purchaser, this guy comes up right there. He's sitting right there as a GQ cup. And that's a beautiful thing because you already given what they want to hear. So he picked his audience. He's given them what they want to hear. Does that make sense so far for everybody? All right. Let's take it to the next level. We have the video making. Every video, I have to cheat, has 5 sections to it. Who can tell me these sections? We talked about this before with the Align group. Yes, number 1 is hook. David, I'm going to put it on your spot. On your videos, when you want to open your video and you want to attract people, can you give me an example of a hook? Anything. Watch this or you'll die. That's it. You can. Or don't buy. So that's a hook. Or if you're in front of a camera, shake your camera, and that's a hook. Just wake up, and that's a hook. It's just something that gets your attention. Because the first few seconds of your videos are extremely important. You don't want them to scroll right away. There's a bit of a delay. And that delay, it actually makes it into a for you. You have 3 seconds to play with that. The second thing is what? Authority. Let's talk Aristotle, a little bit of a philosophy here. So we have ethos, in Greek words, ethos, pathos, and logos. Pathos is kind of an emotional ego, and that's authority. In every video, you gotta say and introduce yourself, who you are, but not at the beginning. Nobody cares. If I start by saying, hi, my name is Axel Ziba, that's it. I'm lost. I'm losing them. You gotta start with a hook. Don't buy. And then, just so we talked about this, remember? You turn into an authority. You can even say, my name is Axel Ziba. I know you don't care, but you want to care that I serve a place that nobody wants to live. So that type of attraction, authority. You want to give them who you are. I've been serving this neighborhood for the past 10 years, and I live here and I love it. Third, is highlights. It's kind of a promise to keep them watching. So in the video, you can say, let me share with you 3 reasons that you're not selling your home right now. And you want to watch to the end because the 3rd reason is why my clients actually love this. That's a promise. It gets them watching to number 3. You can use it in any way you can. A highlight, something to encourage them. And then getting into a content. The 3 reasons why their home is not selling. Total content right there. And at the end, or at the beginning, or at any point, you need to have the most important thing. And that is what? Yes, sir. CTA, very important. Every video, there is a definition between ads and contents. And that's where many go wrong. Ads are punchy, short, and they have a very strong and attractive call to action. Not much of authority, not much of content. It's just a promise, hook, promise, and a call to action. That's ads. Many of us, we make that mistake. We make a beautiful video. It's under 60 seconds. It's very informative. And we boost it on Facebook. Don't do that. Don't kill your content right there. Create an ad. If you want to put money behind it, create an ad. Use that as content. Now, what's the difference? The content is authority, building, is branding, is giving yourself a name. It's something that people want to connect with you and understand who you are and why is it that this guy with a tan and now he's tanned, his teeth are whiter, he doesn't have to go to dentist anymore. So that's a good thing. They want to get to know you. And it's a domino effect from there because if they watch one of your videos and they connect with you, they receive a value from you, it's just the beginning of your opening the gate to their wallet. I was gonna say heart, but that's the prospecting right there because they're gonna engage with you. They're gonna make comments. They're gonna like your Instagram, and every 1 like that you're gonna get, that's the prospect. Every comment is a prospect. And that's an engagement you need to have that follow-up and strategies. There are AIs. I don't want to talk about AI as much. Most of you know from last year until now how beautifully it has increased its validation into human life. I cannot, for the sake of me, answer any emails anymore. For some reason, I can't even come up with 1 sentence without using ChatGPT. I feel illiterate, to be honest with you, without having an AI right beside me. I can't think anymore. John is asking me for something, and he says, Axel, what do you think? I have to go to ChatGPT and say, okay, how do I respond to John? I feel dumb, but but anyway, the AI is part of our life, whether you want to accept it or not. And if you are accepting it today, it's not going to take over you. And the question is it ever going to take over our job? Hell yes. Of course, yes. Absolutely yes. And that's a yes and yes, unless you're leveraging it. If you are using it to your advantage, it's never going to replace you. And that's AI. So take advantage of it. And that's a beautiful thing. You can spend money on it. You can have it to be your assistant. You can have it to be anything you want. As a matter of fact, what? Tesla is building robot that can do your chores right now, take your garbage out. I can't wait for that $20,000 to spend. But it's coming in. Whether we want it or not, it's part of our life. Now, AI can make things easier for you. But it's not going to replace you if you use it right. And one of that we're all struggling about is, okay, this guy is talking about the 5 aspects of the video. What kind of content I need to put out there? I don't know what type of content I need to put out there. I need to put 1 video out there as a short video and 1 long video a week on my YouTube. What the heck am I going to talk about? I need topics. Give me something. And that's where ChatGPT comes from. And beautiful thing is that with the help of John, we built a beautiful GPT right there. We trained it. We gave it a lot of prompts. We tested it, and it works. And today, all of you will be receiving a QR code to be using that to have this as a leverage for yourself in the creating content. Hoping you guys are going to love that. That's for sure. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to end it right here. I wanted to get into more of what's trending in real estate in terms of making the videos, but I'm going to stop right there because what you can discover by having that QR code coming to you guys right after this beautiful event, I really want you to go in there and discover that for yourself. Type it in there, and it will interact with you. It will tell you, are you going to be, interacting with buyers? Are you looking for sellers? Who are you targeting? First-time home buyers? Are you going to be targeting homeowners that they have been on the market? So you have to have that audience in mind to know what you want to make that video about. You want to give them a message that they want to hear. Any question about AI, videos, ads, dollar you spend? I'm here to respond. GPT, no, it's from ChatGPT, but I will send you the one that we built and prompted, so you guys can take advantage of that. That's for sure. All right. If no more question, we have a beautiful panel today, but we have some announcements, I think, for sponsors, right? Yes. Yep. All right.
Axel, Ziba, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
When you guys are eating me, go and pick a brain.
Yeah, for sure. Anytime.
All right, now we have BMO. I don't know if you guys know. Who's a gift here? Okay, good. Did you guys know that you can get commission by referring deals to BMO? No. Yeah. Yes or no?
Yes, we do.
Who knows?
Can't hear you, John.
Oh, Mike. Mike.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Okay. So it's actually 0.2 points, I believe. So for every $1 million, you get $2,000. And so far, without even promoting this program, we've done 50 deals in BC in 6 months with BMO. And they're like, oh, I got $2,000. Okay. And BC holds the most deals in all of Canada. Okay. For BMO deals. So to explain a little bit more about this program here and to re-energize this partnership, we have Carvin Ing and Morva Asadi. Come on.
Hi, everybody.
Okay. You can go first.
I think I'm okay too. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, perfect. Oh, I see.
You'll have to keep.
Okay, well, no, I just want to thank everyone for attending. Thank you, John, for inviting us here. We don't want to take too much of your time, right? One thing I've noticed since from the beginning to now is that you guys are very positively energized. You guys are eager to work, right? In today's environment, you all know the market is about quite iffy, right? But you guys are still very positive in terms of making sure you do the right thing and getting helping your clients and getting the deals done, right? So as John said, we just want to reintroduce the program to you because it started quite about a year ago, where if you refer a deal to us and it gets funded, you get 20 basis points, right? So $1 million, $2,000 in your pocket, right? So very simple. We're consider us as a tool within your tool chest, right? I'm sure you have connection with other lenders as well, but we're one of the tools. And hopefully we can align each other from now over the future, right? And help your clients, whether it's to help them buy their first home, right? Or buy a property, right? And just build their real estate portfolio, okay? We don't want to spend too much time going through all the programs. I think it's up to us to connect individually and go through everything in details. So hopefully we'll time after this to a personal chat.
Hi, everyone. So thanks so much for having us here. Very excited to be here. It is very clear that mindset is a big part of how you guys work, which is great. And we're so excited to work with you guys and connecting with you for a great partnership. And we're going to have another session, I think, in the next 2 weeks that we're going to go over the details that could help you just talking to your clients. But yeah, thanks so much. We're so excited to be here.
everyone. Awesome, you made it. You made it out here today. And so my name is Quinn, and I actually support John and the Align Group and EXP with some events, but I also work with Cozy Lab. And if you have ever been here for a happy hour, which we recently started doing here at Cozy Lab, obviously you can see we can do, I think this is a very good turnout for our workshop. Yeah, like come on. And so think whatever the space is, it's a co-working space. So if you haven't been here before, or you're looking for a space to actually do your own workshop or have your meetings, let me know. We would love to be able to support you in, yeah, your efforts and what you need. Yeah, thank you.
And I think if you're just around the area, you want to hop in and you want to work for one day, it's $30, right? $20 only. And you get unlimited coffee and unlimited pastries they have, right? Is that correct? Just come here for the pastries. Yeah, it's coffee unlimited for $20. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. All right. Sorry? Well, I don't know. Can you tell? All right, all right. So now we're gonna have a very exciting, fun little panel here. So we can move up the chairs, move up the chairs. Why don't we switch seats? Yeah. So what we're gonna do is go through some questions, asking these guys what's working in today's market right now. What's
You want them to sit?
yeah, sit right here. Sit right here. Yeah. Teddy. Come. Just 3. Yeah. We're good. We're good. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go like this. All right. So welcome. I believe these 3 so Andrea from Victoria. Nanaimo. I'm sorry. Is that offensive? Okay. Nanaimo.
When you're speaking, please do that.
Thank you.
Right. And then we have Jesse from Cloverdale. Cloverdale. True story. All right. And Mr. Teddy Lim from
Hello, everybody. Seattle.
Seattle, Washington. He just drove up. Got stopped at the border, actually.
I get 2?
Everyone gets
Yeah. So let's get right into it, guys. And we're gonna have some fun Q&A at the end to ask you guys some questions. What's working in today's market, listings and sales?
For me to keep to my daily routine and reach out to my sphere of influences.
Reach out to your sphere of influence. So
Yes, sorry.
a little bit louder. A little bit louder.
So for me to keep to my daily routine and reach out to my sphere of influences.
How big is your database?
2,000 people.
2,000 people?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I don't do any ads.
Good.
So I haven't been on the Friday past so many players from previously being elected that I just have to follow up with all those people.
Okay. So and tell us about your daily schedule. What do you do on a daily basis?
So I carry my goals with me every day. I write the goals down. I have a cup of coffee. Then I do some prospecting. Not every day I do prospecting. And then I work on what I need to work. I have lots to study. I have to use the programs. I have to do what I need to do because when I got busy, I also have to work. So it's no longer just prospecting. I got to do the work. Then I have family life, eat, walk, exercise, and dance.
Sounds like a human being.
Yes.
Okay. Great job. Great job. And the best year ever. We're going to get into a little bit. So talking to your sphere of influence, who talks to the people they know, guys? Okay, if you didn't put up your hand, what's your problem? It's the easiest business you can have, but you got to get over yourself because we don't want to seem like we're begging. But guess what? I'll beg if you don't want to beg. Can I beg for you? Give me your database. Guys, talk to the people you know. This is how you have the best year ever. Jesse, where do you get your business from? What's working?
Definitely calling the database for sure. I've also got a pretty big one, not as big, but close. Working on auditing that right now to refine. I think I'm about 1,700. a goal. Actually, I would prefer to have a number closer to 5, I think, and just give them more attention, because calling 2,000 people, it's not easy.
It's daunting.
It's hard
It's
to
daunting.
give them enough love. I would say for listings this year, the vast majority of my listings have actually come from other listings. So I make a point of picking up people at open houses, or if someone calls and asks a question about a listing, dive right into the script. What about this listing has you excited? That kind of thing. So that's been huge for me.
Listings create listings. Buyers don't create as many listings. That's why our program is called List More, Close More. So so you did 15 deals this year. How many of those came from your database versus the listings from listings?
I was afraid you're going to ask me this. I'd have to look it up. Actually, I'm really not sure. I think last time I looked, about 65 to 70% was from database existing clients.
That's a good split, guys. The good split is if you have majority, I would say 50 to 60% of your deals coming from sphere of influence and people that you know. And then, 40%, 35% people that you don't know. You're growing your business and you're servicing your past clients in center of influence and family and friends well. That's a good split. Okay. What's your daily schedule like?
So, I mean, I get up between 5 to 7 naturally. Try to hit calls at 8. And that's one thing I learned this week. I've noticed that if I don't hit the phone and take advantage of the 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. prospecting time, I magically don't hit my goal by the end of the day. And I got to catch up the next morning. Try to hit the gym at least once every 2 days. Lately, I've been going every day, and that's not a good idea. Been overdoing it. My goal is really only 20 contacts a day. It's not that hard, but try to make good contacts, try to get as much of a solid conversation out of that as I can, at least a 2-minute call. And then accountability. It's been amazing with John every single day, except Sundays. I will do that. And that's been good, because if you miss a day, fuck, it's embarrassing, but you still have to say you missed it, and then you got to make up for it. And that's been very, very helpful. So if you don't have an accountability partner, find someone, but make sure you find someone that if you provide a day of bad numbers or 2, that they're coming after you and asking what the hell you're doing, because there's no point in having someone who's not going after you and making sure you're on point. So
thank you for allowing me to get after you. Yes. Yes. You guys have to.
I do.
Wow, we're chasing each other.
We're working out here.
I love it. I love it. Great stuff. All right, Teddy. So last year you did, in all of 2024, 7 transactions, and this year you already closed 8.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. So what's working for you right now in your business today?
Database mainly, and also referrals.
Okay.
And accountability, really. We all kind of echo it. It just, when you first asked the question, that's what I thought about. It's really just hitting the database, and also with other agents as well too, because there's a lot of one channel that I've been really focusing heavily on is a lot of newer agents that joined the last couple of years. They don't have so much experience, and so you demonstrating how much more knowledge you have, that's like a really untapped resource. And so a lot of newer agents just come to me, gravitate to me naturally, just through the events that I'm doing, for help. And it's like, okay, well, we're already kind of working it together, and they just volunteer wanting to work with me, and just having to split the commission. I'm like, okay, sure, why not?
So building relationships with your COI past and building relationships with agents, funnily enough, within the same market to get co-listings.
Yep.
You guys don't do enough of that, do we? Because we think like the agents in competition, but why not stop people?
Exactly.
And then send it back to you. Yep. Right. How many years?
13 years.
13 years. So you do have a database. And you 19 years, 7 years.
Okay. Realtor, I think 7 or 8.
Okay. Okay. And Andrea, how many years? 7 years in the business?
Yes, 7 years.
7 years in business. So you guys all have databases.
Very
I want to ask you guys this question. If you had no database and you're starting new, what would you do today to get business? If you had no database, what would you do?
Well, today, after here, I'm going back to Nanaimo and I am going to be at the market letting people know that I'm a realtor at a farmer's market.
At a farmer's market. So go talk to people, in
Correct.
other words. If you had no database, you got to go out there and talk to people. Okay, good. What would you do if you started new?
Door knocking. I would go to open houses every Saturday and Sunday for other agents. PPC ads.
PPC
Yeah,
ad.
probably those three.
Google PPC.
Yep. Now with AI.
Now with AI.
Yeah.
Just for other agents.
Yeah, for other agents, the goal would be to pick up buyers and other listings for sure.
Okay, that's what you do.
2 per day on Saturday and Sunday.
2 per day,
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday. Okay, that's what you would do. What would you do if you started? Or
I would probably join a club.
join a club.
Join
okay.
a club, like either a gym or martial arts, yoga, whatever it could be. And this is just thinking blank slate. I don't know anything about real estate. I'll just make friends. Just
Make
Make friends with
friends.
people.
Perfect.
I would hire a coach.
Ooh, yes.
No,
Yeah.
I did a legal update program, right? You have to update your license every other year. And then we were talking about that when you're brand new, what can you do? Is definitely you need a coach. Because I know it's not the question, but the reason I wasn't productive for the previous 6 years, because I thought I knew everything and I wasn't closing any deals. Because it's not like I wasn't smart, I just didn't know what to do in real estate. That's it.
Okay, so let's get right into that. You guys are in the program. We have a program called This More Close, which we hold these agents accountable on a weekly basis and give them resources, a CRM to actually get their ads up and running to get more leads. What's been the difference of you joining the coaching program versus what you were doing before?
For me personally, it was the mindset. I became single in the last few years and I'm working alone, doing everything alone. I didn't have the atmosphere. I didn't have the motivation. So before I thought I'm going to change another profession, I thought, I know John, I know about coaching. I heard quite a bit and I thought coaching will be the goal for me. And so when I joined last year in November, I started to listen and I'm like, oh my God, there's so much to know I didn't know about. But the first thing he said, get over it and get to my database. And because of my previous job, I'm working on a school board, I did know lots of people, but my issue was nobody knew that I was a realtor. Either they identified that, what did I do on the school board? How did I help them at the hospital? Or what competition I won in dancing? But nobody ever thought about me as a realtor. And for me, the hardest part still to this day is to let people know I'm a realtor and I can help you. And the moment I started to reach out to my database in February, I already got 3 listings just from my sphere of influences. And I started in November, right? So February was the first 3 listings and it just hasn't stopped since then.
10 listings.
I couldn't even speak.
I never forget her face. You should have seen it on Zoom. I could see her red and sweating just to start the sentence. And now, wow, look at her, just sitting right there,
speaker.
enjoying the result. Well done. Well done, Andrea.
Thank you.
Love it. And Jesse, what's been a difference of you joining us?
Definitely consistency. I'm more consistent. That's been huge. Refining my numbers. My scripts have all improved. I've got scripts I never had before. My rebuttals are better. Sales looping is better. Yeah, I don't know. Like I've just tightened my numbers up in general. Feel more confident. Yeah.
And I'm going to add something for Jesse. Finally, is getting help. Is getting an education done.
Yeah,
That is
right.
something long time that he needed. Well done, sir.
Yes, that's one of the biggest ones. Being able to delegate. Yes, love it. How was the conversation with Atish? Atish? You met him at 5 yesterday?
That was regarding having someone take over. I've got someone that does all my documents, like a transactional manager, Skyslope, stuff like that. But I need to switch to someone new. So I'm interviewing a couple of companies, and there was a gentleman in Atish. We had a really good conversation. He's got great pros and cons. So does another. I haven't decided yet, to be totally honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, your willingness to delegate, that's first step. Yeah. Yeah. What's the difference for you, Teddy?
What was the question again? What
So
was the
what's
difference?
between, joining the program and not joining the program?
Oh, yes. So, for me, it's about the community. It's about the environment. Because we are who we hang out with, right? And sometimes it's easier to fall off the track when you're just by yourself. But if you got other people that are in the same group, and then you have a coach that you admire, that you respect, that you want to impress, right? That's a big part of it. Because you could let yourself down on some days, but on most of the days, if you don't have a coach, you'd hate to let your coach down because you told that you're gonna something to you. So to me, that's what's super important. That's the difference that made a difference. Yeah, and you're just so much more focused. You're so much more focused. You're like you're talking differently. You're vibrating. People feel it, right? People see it. I think that's the biggest thing. Yeah, it's that confidence too coming out. Yeah,
Community that we created. All right.
yes, sir.
And last question for all three of you guys. What's one piece of advice for all of us here to crush the rest of 2025?
I'm not starting with that.
Yeah, just I would say accountability. Just have more accountability, and just looking at your faces right now, it's like being a part of this team. To me, it's really inspiring because we're such a diverse crowd, and just being part of something that's bigger than yourself. I think that's so important because as solopreneurs, we tend to romanticize like being a lone wolf type of thing and just doing it by ourselves. We get judgmental about ourselves and when we ask for help. But when we see other people struggling and actually overcoming challenges, it's just so inspiring to me, man. So to me, that just comes off as more authentic, more real, and just seeing everybody succeed. That's such
I
a
love
big
it.
part of it.
I love
Yeah.
it. Jesse?
Yeah, I would say if you don't know your numbers already, make sure you do. Understand exactly what you need to do with regards to contacts per day. If you haven't done that yet, make sure you do that and do it and have an accountability partner to make sure you're doing it every day. If you miss a day, not a big deal, make up for it the next, but just make sure you're hitting those numbers. And it's like there's no secret. It's a numbers game. Once you know your numbers, break it down, hit it every single day, you will hit your goal. It's that simple. That's it.
Thank you. Numbers game. Andrea?
I also really like the community. I like the inspiration I get and how much we can grow together. And so I just want to tell you that I echo all of you. For me, is just to keep to my own little rhythm. I set my own little goals, stick with it, and I am trying not to be bothered how other people excelling here or what else other people do. I used to be really bothered by what other people do, so I'm constantly focusing on what Andrea can do, what goals I set, am I keeping it, and then how am I going to embarrass myself with Jesse or not. And we had this conversation this morning, and I said, hey, Jesse, I think I'm going to do this. And he says, no, you're going to come back daily, right? So I do try, but it's really, to me, just to be true to yourself, small promises, small steps, and it all adds up.
One step at a time and don't compare with anybody else. I love that. Great job. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being in the community, guys. And now we'll open up for any questions. What questions do you have for these three beautiful people here who are crushing the game in today's market in 2025? Yes, sir, Mateen?
The gentleman in the middle. Since you mentioned you do door knocks, what percentage of your listing came from door knock in this year in 2025?
So in all transparency, I only just thank you. In all transparency, I only just started recently. Actually, the last 3 I knocked on, I got one listing that's coming up. Another one said, I'm going to sell with you, but not until I hit the property gets to a certain point. And then the third one, same thing. They just said, we're not ready to sell, but we're definitely going to use you. So I don't know if you call that 3 for 3, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Literally, that was the last time I went out. I was limited on time. I do track my data relentlessly, but I don't have enough data to track for door knocking. That's a phenomenal question. Ask me again in 6 months, and I'll be able to answer that way better. Yes. So if I have recently, well, it depends. If it's a condo, I do these custom door hangers specific to the listing for just listed and just sold, because you're not really supposed to knock on condo buildings. If it's a townhome or a home, then yes. And if I have time, there's my excuse, because sometimes I said I don't. Then yeah, I'll knock in and try to invite them to the open house. That's very helpful. You can also get listings from that, of course, as well. So yeah, but I do have something I hang on every door for ended and whatnot.
So further to that, I want Michael Harvey to answer your question. Door knocking, sir.
Yes. What was the question?
Stats. How many doors do you have in that period of time when you were door knocking?
Was 2022, 2020. And it's that. So in 3 we knocked up, but it was a span of 6.5. Yeah. So it's still thing. From way back then.
We have no audio here.
Michael. Renter. And yeah, they were off just yesterday. We meet for consultation. So good things happen when we were off. It I actually don't so I'm trying to get her manually. Now and I can summarize that data to someone to break it down. Really only they're not. I feel like the work with them, I'd rather people that I feel like I want to work with, and they see the value rather than me trying to force something that, right? Yeah, I think that's
great job, Michael. And what are questions?
We have a Zoom question.
Yes.
From that. What kind of flyer / brochure do you bring when knocking on the door?
I can actually just share my Canva design, which is editable. I can just duplicate it for everybody. So
Okay.
yeah, easy peasy.
Awesome. I'll just send in the chat. Oh, it's still good. The Instagram's still good. I can just set like that. Was good. Okay. What other questions do you have for these three? Go ahead, Mr. Mo.
Just a quick one. So for condo buildings, is I know like for some buildings there are certain rules in terms of door knocking. So even for getting access to each floor and units fob. So how do you handle that?
Yeah, well, you can only do so much really. Yes, a lot of buildings have no solicitation, so you have to be very careful. You can't knock. Plus, I mean, realistically, if you're an owner in a townhome and condo, and someone just knocks at your door who's inside the building, it's kind of creepy. So I wouldn't recommend that. The door hangers, some buildings you can just go to any floor, or you borrow the fob from the owner. It'll get you to so many floors. But yeah, if you're limited per floor, or you have access to only one floor, then there's only so much you can really do. You can do a mail out, get access to all the units, and then just do a piece of mail. You don't do like Canada Post. That's another option as well to get all the units.
Thank you.
Dexter, go ahead.
Yep.
If you're a newer agent and you exhaust your suite and you want to add to your database, what would you say would be the next best method to add?
So the question was, if you exhausted your database and you're brand new, what's the next best source to tackle?
I literally talk to anybody at any time now. I'm brave enough.
you.
I know. Thank you.
You got over yourself.
Well, not yet, but definitely, I would say just like today too, right? I go out and volunteer and then just tell everybody I'm a realtor and just go seek out events, right? So before I never told anybody I'm a realtor. I showed up to all the ballroom dance events and all the other things. And now I proudly wear my name tag and then people can ask questions.
Amazing, amazing. So go out there and talk to strangers and wear your name tag, right? I'm a real estate agent. Okay. Jesse, what was your next best?
Yeah, I'd be definitely open houses. 100%. You're going to be meeting people. Yes, this market sucks. So if you're going to be doing open houses, focus on getting your hands on open houses that are fresh. Like it's the first week or the second week max. Week 3, 4, just don't waste your time unless they've done a substantial price reduction, like a big one, 50K, 100K, then fine. Otherwise, you're not utilizing your time. And then, of course, door knocking or PPC. Now, PPC, of course, is going to come at a bit of a cost, but the first 2 are free, which is awesome.
Awesome. Teddy?
I'd have to say open houses as well too. Door knocking the neighbors, inviting them to your open house. You know, because there's gonna be a lot of people that are in the neighborhood anyway that are curious about their neighbor's house. So you know, getting that, I guess, you know, icebreaker, whatever, pre-funk, whatever, that'll get you, you know, feel more comfortable. You know, so hey, like I met you by the door, so now that they know you, it'll be a lot easier to get their contact info, I would say. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on what would make someone stand out in their first year in the business.
How do you stand out? Great question. Yeah. Yeah. How your first year amongst 14,700 agents?
Yeah, I mean, branding would be huge. So have a name logo, use the same professional photo for everything, same colors, same font everywhere. And all your brochures, your business cards, your social media, feature sheets, everything. And definitely practicing scripts, rebuttals, that kind of thing. So even if it's only your first year, like role play is phenomenal. I'm 19 years in, I'm still doing it. You know, practice that way. You never want anyone to know that you're a newbie. So you want to somehow dodge that bullet. And by being well-spoken, fake your competence if you have to, that's going to make you look different and it's going to make you stand out.
Great advice. Yes.
I agree.
I also
I found that I had to believe in myself. Until I didn't believe in myself that I want to be a full-time realtor, I just wasn't giving I guess, the vibrations, or I wasn't telling people that I'm a realtor. It wasn't happening. And knowledge wasn't issue because we went to school, we can hire coaches, you can learn a lot. But until I believe that Andrea is the realtor, and I can tell everybody proudly that I'm a realtor and I wear my name tag, it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening.
Wow.
Thanks for the confidence, boss.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Awesome.
Because you guys didn't see me. I could not speak English.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I just have one more thing.
2 minutes.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, if do you are you with you are with EXP? Okay. Okay. So find a mentor. Find somebody in the community that you relate to, and shadow them. Ask them if are you willing to shadow me, and that, to me, what I found, because I took a little bit of a break in that 13 years. I took about a 5-year break between the 13 years in real estate. And immediately, the first thing I did was actually join a team, right? So join a team, and then basically just mentor under that mentor's wings, and basically you just absorb it through osmosis. You know, you try to like learn how they speak, how they act, how they move. And to me, that was the fastest way to learn, because you're able to feel more comfortable, and then you could go into your communities and whatever clubs you have, and then brand yourself as a real estate agent. Yeah.
So in other words, you're doing all the right things. All right. So thank you guys. Round of applause for these amazing people.
Thank you.
Great job. Great job. Thank you, sir. All right. So we'll wrap it up here with Axel.
Just a quick wrap up on before we get to lunch, and of course we have a traditional logo. You see that logo right there? It stands for Less More Close More. It's a program that offers a four-layer table. 4 things that every realtor needs, a service that covers everything. Number 1, it's target marketing. It makes you an authority, and we teach you how to do that. Yes, you got to spend money on yourself and on your business. That's leg number 2. Leg number 3, it's coming into your database. Can you put him into an appointment, or can you take him into the close? And that's where that beautiful man comes from, to teach you how to do NLP and how to have that art of language and conversation. And the 4 leg is the system. That's where you shine, because 87% of agents, they their past clients because they couldn't follow up with them. Somebody with followed up with that. 18% higher than 10 years ago. And that's not a joke, guys. It used to be 60%. Now it's 87%. Now, what's the surface? The surface is the accountability, is the mentorship. We need as entrepreneurs to stand up and don't forget the promise that we made to ourselves to be the best that we can be with him. And as I said here, the accountability is something that you've got 4 pillars and a surface that's going to guarantee your success. And if you have seen these guys, you judge for yourself. You have a tradition.
Oh, no. Hang on 1 second. All right.
Okay.
So round of applause for Axel again. I thought I saw a ghost today. He came from San Diego. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. So did you guys enjoy today's workshop? Yes? I got some pity claps. Okay, great. It was a 5 out of 10, John. Really? Come on. All right. So we'll go to the next slide. If you enjoyed today's workshop, we're going to have the same type of workshop, but 6 times bigger. So we're going to have phenomenal speakers, but the one that I'm super excited about is one that will teach us exactly how to door knock at a high level. So go ahead and scan the QR code. Right now we have an early bird promo, right? 50% off, okay? Now we have our tradition. Everybody stand up, shake it out of bed. Hey, to your left and right, those are partners. So so please, round of applause for yourselves. And give kudos to the person on your right. Tell them you're the best. Give them a high five. And tell the person to your left, gosh, you're good looking. If they are single, set an appointment. Okay. All right, guys, let's program our minds. Let's speak up. 1, 2, 3. Today is a great day. Today I have energy. Today's the day I'm going to make it happen. I'm ready to make today the best day of my life. I am a goal achiever. I'm an action taker. I am willing to do whatever it takes. I succeed no matter what. I am powerful. I'm fearless. I am unstoppable. Touch your head and say, my mindset is strong all day long. Let's go. All right, guys, make it a great day.